In the wake of the pandemic, millions of hardworking Americans have lost their jobs and find themselves searching for a way to earn a living while confined to their homes. And while opportunities are scarce, the marketplace is ripe for a ripoff. Jennifer Lawrence had about given up on finding a flexible job that allowed her to maintain a life-work balance. But after months of sending out resumes and hearing nothing in return, an unexpected message on her phone gave her hope.
I received a text message from somebody from United Health Group that wanted me to interview for a position starting at $35 an hour.
After breezing through an informal text interview, Jennifer was offered the job. She was then told an onboarding packet was in the mail, along with a check for $1,800 to cover expenses.
You can buy the laptop and the software that's needed, so deposit this, send me a copy of your deposit slip, and then we can get started on the training.
But there was something else in the packet that gave her pause.
On here, corporate is spelled wrong. And for corporate to be spelled wrong on a letterhead from a company is a pretty big flag.
As it turns out, a big scam. A recent Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker Risk Report finds employment scams are on the rise, with victims losing an average of $1,000 in the fake job scheme.
And particularly right now, so there's so many people looking for jobs that the scammers have got really taking advantage of that, and they're really out in force trying to rip people off.
People like Jennifer, who are tricked into believing they've been hired when it's really a ploy to get access to personal information to steal their identity and their money. Why do you think they wanted you to return the deposit slip?
Because on that deposit slip will be all of my bank account information.
Jennifer didn't cash the check, and the only thing she lost was her investment of time. But time is money, not only to victims, but also to the crooks. So when coincidentally our producer was solicited via text for a house cleaning position by another ring of rip-off artists, we decided to make them pay for every other scammer's sins.
I received a text on my personal cell phone. It was from somebody saying that they were willing to pay me $2,200 a month for just 4 days of work. All they needed from me was my name, my age, and my email address.
In a lengthy return email, they said they were seeking a trustworthy home cleaner to prepare the house, which included driving their Mercedes prior to their arrival. Like in Jennifer's case, they said they would send a package with instructions, as well as a check to pay the wages and cover the cost of the purchase of cleaning equipment. As promised, inside the FedEx envelope was a check for nearly $5,000 and instructions to cash it and immediately wire the money to a Walmart in Michigan to a person claiming to be the employer's attorney.
So anytime they're going to send you a check and then want you to send money off to a third party, I'd run for the hills.
But instead of running away, we upped the ante by asking the so-called attorney to give us a call. That's when their counterfeit con started to unravel.
Do you have the cash or the debit card?
No, I've already gone to the bank. I have the cash.
You have the cash with you now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, before you go inside Walmart, take the picture of the cash and send it to me first. Send it to me now. I need to confirm that.
Now, hold it right there. How many attorneys do you know that have free-range roosters roaming around the office? Not many. In fact, we had a linguistic specialist analyze the conversation, and he says the caller is most likely from Africa, the continent where most of these employment and check fraud scams originate. But in order for the fraudsters to get the money, they need a network in the States to help them collect.
Okay, so you want me to take a picture of the cash before?
Yes. Yes, I'll send it to me.
Our producer did take a picture of the cash she had in her purse, which didn't particularly impress our attorney friend.
After I texted him a picture of the cash that I had, he texted me back right away saying, "What's going on here? Where is my money?" So that's when I came clean and I said, "Look, I know this is a scam." And I told him I was glad that I had wasted his time and his money, which he responded, and it was kind of surprising. He said, for him to send that money didn't cost him a dime.
His claim that it didn't cost him a dime was not exactly true. A FedEx priority package sent from Michigan to Atlanta costs more than $52. Add to that the price of a printer and paper to print the fake checks, it's about a $500 investment. But if they are able to get even one person to follow their instructions, the payoff may be worth the time invested. Meanwhile, Jennifer is still searching for that ideal gig while offering advice to other online job seekers.
They can be convincing, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful.